Gaur Purnima Festival. So wonderful that everybody's come out congregationally chanting and having all this festive, wonderful bow for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our first performer will be Arundhati, and she will be doing a poetic rendition of Shikshashtakam along with other things. What we're going to need is, for the next performance, is to triangulate right there. She'll be standing here, but what we would like is for the devotees to kind of come this way, because the dance is going to be triangulating right here so she can address the deities as well as the audience. So if we can move from this area, that would be really wonderful. Arundhati, where are you? I'm not there. Joy, Haribol. And Victor's got us on Facebook Live, so it's really exciting.
I don't know if it's Facebook or... Which Facebook is this? Push's Facebook. Push's Facebook is also Iskcon of Hawaii page as well. It's the same? Yeah, the Iskcon of Hawaii page is also there. Right now. Tem duas Agora te chama com como? Tá? Não sei não, nem eu não consigo lembrar. Acho que era bom. Ela de graça. É porque matadinha é mais raio do que pra...
So I'm going to be presenting a poem. It's an artistic translation and interpretation of the Sri Shikshashtakam. It's in poetic rhyme, so let's try and present that nicely for the pleasure of Sri Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance today, Kijai, and also for the pleasure of the assembled devotees here. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a description of the beauty of the Lord and also the anguish of the Lord for the condition of the living souls. So, and then it will be preceded by, it will be continued by a poem of the Sri Shikshashtakam. The Shastikam in poetry. So just going to get it together. The awakening of the sun on the eastern horizon ushers in the dawn of a new day. There, supreme, an inconceivably munificent incarnation of the Lord of sweetness and love arises. His colour was that of a hue of molten gold. His beautiful face, compassion and sweetness personified. His divine lotus-like eyes define the meaning of the highest love. His hands show the way to absolute surrender and full abandon. His two elegant arms reach down to his knees, and his locks of curling black hair defeated the beauty of Cupid, for his beauty is divine. His character was the embodiment of humility, pridelessness, tolerance, and respect. And as he walked along the shore of Nabadwip, his saffron robes of a luminosity unknown to our mundane senses shines in the brightness of the sun, flowing in the breeze of devotion. He wore a mystical garment of flowers that must have descended from the highest heaven, which beautified his already exquisite form. It swayed as if dancing in joyous tones. A glow, celestial aura surrounded his being. An unearthly spiritual effulgence, greater than millions of suns together, emanated from his transcendental body. And as he walked by, losing himself in deep, profound emotion, he appeared not to touch the ground beneath his feet. The whole atmosphere was surcharged with an unbounding spiritual energy and an ineffable feeling of fulfillment, love, and happiness touched the beauty of all who were present, the worthy, the unworthy, pious and forlorn, believer or non-believer, man, woman, child, animal, trees, flowers, grass, everything that lives. And they bowed down before that powerful presence and gazed in amazement, feeling the urge to be near him and to follow him. All the fortunate animals attempted to lick the body of the Lord, effulgent associates, guardians of devotion, to those near and far. Even the dazzling rays of the sunshine that glisten through the tall palm trees battles with the trees, with the boughs, and the expansive wavering of the leaves, to catch a glimpse of the Lord as he passed by, and as he chanted the divine holy name, rendering all benediction to the living beings, from the mud down to the tiny ant below. The potency of his chanting resounded, entering the minds and hearts of all who saw him, recipients of that great mercy. And they would sing and dance in great jubilation, possessed of an unknown force, for many were transformed and endowed with love of Godhead by the causeless mercy of the Lord, who came to distribute that love. The Lord's acts were wondrous, and his form was exquisite, beyond compare, beyond the expression of poetry, clothed in the radiance and hue of her Radharani's being, and of her sweetness. Born of the desire to experience the greatness of Radharani's affection, he descended, for she is the main reason for his descent. It is said that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's unique and precious gift to the world that only he could give. Is that he revealed within the holy name the confidential loving moves of Srimati Radharani, and inspired the living entities to aspire for the highest attainment, spontaneous loving service to Shri Shri Radha and Krishna in Gaura Vrindavan. The external reason for the descent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to initiate the Sankirtan mission, Mahaprabhu's mission of love. His love for us all is unimaginable. Out of his intense feelings of anguish, he clasps Nitai in his arms and cries, "Come, Nitai, hold me fast. I am overtaken by indescribable misery. My heart is breaking in anguish and pain at the suffering of the blind and the lame in the world of death, who cannot come to my shelter. They are swimming in an environment of helplessness, gripped by my divine illusory energy of forgetfulness and fleeting pleasures, lording it over others." He brought the holy name to the whole of mankind, to all living beings, and he also gifted us with his divine instructions in the form of the Sri Shiksastikam. Then the Supreme Autocrat, the All-Munificent, in all his sweet magnificence, uttered these words in the role of his own devotee. "Glory, glories to the divine sound of Krishna Sankirtan, which purifies the weary hearts of man from all the filthy things of the past, and which extinguishes the ashen forest of agony, of repeated births and deaths of humanity, and all other life below. Oh, the freedom and bliss that we can gain, no longer this world of toil and pain, and all its known distractions. Let there always be supreme and liberating victory for the chanting of the holy name of Sri Krishna alone." This Sankirtan mission is the highest truth, the highest benediction for all errant souls. For it spreads its rays, its sweet rays, to those trapped in its maze by the Your holy names, potencies, pastimes are identically the same, but I cry deeply inside of misfortune I see. That moment so rare, so opportune, does not arouse a taste within me, for I have no attraction for her. Chant with a true feeling of humility, with a gentle breeze of sincerity, and with strength, tolerate the turbulent and unwilling mind, and the opposing forces that may come from behind to test your true desire. Like clouds in the sky, it will all pass by. And if you can further go, without false prestige and false ego, and embrace all others with respect, although they may very well neglect to offer you the same in return, then bright are your days, with many a praise, the holy name will constantly, in many ways, dance on your lips, and in your merry hearts. O Almighty Lord, my heart does not cry for the trap of economic satisfaction or to lie on the lap of fleeting sensual pleasures, nor for profit, distinction, and self-absorption, master-servant mentality. My heart cries only for that natural affinity to manifest in my heart eternally, in blissful service at your two divine lotus feet. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, though wretched, still, I am your servant, deaf, dumb, and unable to see. I fell into a pit of serpents, dancing in and out of births and deaths, lusty desires and renunciation, into a merciless whirlpool, somewhere lost in a bag of mucus pus and urine stool. I wallowed in pain and passing tears for so long. My Lord, now I see a ray of light. I am begging you, please, let me come home out of this miserable plight, for there is no other refuge but the holy name, the only sturdy boat for the blind and the lame, to rest their weary souls. I pray to you, my Lord, please allow me to come on board as an eternal joyous particle of dust at your divine lotus feet. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with streams of tears of loving devotion, shower down as rains from the clouds? And when will my heart, melting with intense longing, overflow with deep emotion as I sing your holy name? When will my limbs tremble and my body become stunned and all activity arrested as if strangely numb, as I lose consciousness in the sweetness of the name? When will my voice choke up? When will I feel the ineffable delight within my being, like waves of ecstasy freeing my soul as I relish the sound of your holy name? When will the hairs on my body's undulate, dancing like ripples in the sea that transcend the boundaries of mundane existence to reality as I chant your divine name? O Govinda, my Lord, having been trapped in the wilderness of confusion and repeated beginnings and ends of illusion, I am now feeling endless weariness in separation of you. Tearful feelings of sadness and anguish are rolling down my face, like torrents of rain in a barren place, so vacant and now in your absence. I may no less at your vision so sweet, my Lord. I possess nothing but your two lotus feet. And it shall be, even if you extort my life there, seemingly not to care, by your rough embrace, or shatter my heart into 1,000 empty pieces bereft of your exquisite presence. 1,000,000 times increases my desire for you, my Lord. Oh, my Lord, your will is mine, for everlasting eternal time, for you are supremely independent, and you will always remain my Lord, without condition. 1,000,000,000 times absolved, for this is my only eternal existence. Thank you.
Maybe sideways, but it's kind of so the dudes want to watch. Yeah, that would be very nice. I think just for the sake of time, we can let that one go. My dear devotees, for this next play, our stage will be up here by the altar. So everything from here that way is fair game. Everything here is the stage. So if you wouldn't mind, and also filling in this big empty area. So those of you who feel like you could benefit from better real estate, you're welcome to move into it.
So what's the name of it?
Rescuing the Lord from the sea.
Oh my God. So he's the most loved boy in the universe.
Yeah, he's so great.
We can maybe between the two plays we'll set. Does the sound automatically
Make a surprise entrance.
All right, my dear devotees, welcome to our Transcendental Theater. For this wonderful drama, I'd like to transport you to Bengal 500 years ago. The appearance of Lord Chaitanya, beautifully decorated in the center of the altar on this wonderful day of his birthday. You guys are... So, for our first play, first of two, we have the story of Nimai being stolen by two thieves. One glorious morning, Shachimata was decorating her beautiful son Nimai with costly ornaments and jewelry.
My dear Nimai, my beautiful Nimai, decorated so nicely. Go outside and enjoy your day.
While Nimai played outside, he was always remembering Krishna. Although he was himself an incarnation of Sri Krishna, Lord Chaitanya taught by his personal example how to be the topmost devotee. And so, he was always offering prayers. Nimai was always offering prayers. While Nimai was playing outside, two dacoits, thieves of the lowest class, spotted the child. They began contemplating how they could best exploit the situation.
Give it up! Give it up!
Here, just don't hurt me.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Look at those jewels. They will certainly make us rich.
Yes! I say we take this little boy deep into the forest, take all of his jewels, and then maybe even sell him to a wealthy family. I think we'll make a lot of rupees.
The ruffian pair approached the child and coaxed him away from his home with sweetmeats.
Hello, little boy. Would you like some lava?
Ooh, or how about some rasgulla, sandesh, burfi?
I'm getting hungry.
Let's go.
Come here, little boy. Let's go.
Eager to enact wonderful pastimes that attract the minds of his devotees, Nimai acquiesced and pretended that the thieves inviting him to go home was along with his plan. The thieves were delighted and marched off with the child carried on one of their shoulders. Very soon, however, they were bewildered by the Lord's inconceivable potencies.
It kind of feels like we've been here before.
Perhaps we need to go a little further more.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mother Shachi began to wonder as to the whereabouts of her child.
Oh, Nimai! Where are you? Where have you gone? Nimai! Nimai!
Are all the villages exactly the same?
It looks like we've been walking in circles and circles.
Ah, I guess we better keep going. I don't want to miss this opportunity.
Yes,
Let's keep going. Yes, let's keep going. This is fun.
At this point, Shachi began to get worried. She started to implore the other villagers to help her search for her boy.
Nimai! Nimai, my dear son, where are you? I can't find you. Have you seen him? Please help me find my son. Please, villagers, please call out Nimai.
Once more, the thieves circled around to the house of Jagannath Mishra. This time, however, there was a search party employed to find the boy. Seeing the commotion, the thieves became worried, fearing they'd been caught. When they heard the villagers shout, they put the boy down.
Please, everyone, please chant out Nimai.
As soon as Shachi was reunited with the Lord, she turned to the two nice gentlemen who had so honorably found him and returned him. Chasing after them, she tried to offer them valuable jewels as a reward.
Please, take this. Let's get out of here.
Thus ends our first play, Nimai stolen by the two thieves.
That's me.
While we prepare for our next one, just getting everything settled, we have a quick 3-minute video for you, if you would like.
He wants to do it again.
Might need some sound.
Although we fishermen could experience love of God by touching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental form, just imagine the millions of people. Alright. Can you actually pause the video? Chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And thus, this is our final and last play of the evening for the Lord's pleasure, Gaur Purnima. Nimai and the Brahmin. A Brahmin who was touring all over the country, traveling from one place of pilgrimage to another, reached Nabadwip and became a guest in the house of Jagannath Mishra. When Jagannath Mishra saw the Brahmin, he could instantly understand his exalted nature by his great spiritual effulgence.
Oh, Jai, look! Nimai, when we see a Brahmin, we offer obeisances and meet. Nimai, please bless my son. Nimai, go and play with your mother, Sachi Mata. Oh, welcome to my household. You've blessed us already by being here. You must have traveled very far. Please tell me, where did you come from?
My travels take me wide and far. It is because of my restless mind that I roam about the earth.
We are so fortunate that you have roamed to our home. You must be quite tired, my dear sir. Please come and rest in our room, and we will make sure that you are cool and happy, and we will provide you with wonderful foodstuffs. I will cook for you myself and offer you prasad.
I appreciate the offer, Jagannath Mishra, but I worship Krishna by chanting the Gopal mantra, and I only honor foodstuffs that I have personally cooked for my Gopal, Bala Gopal. Krishna, Krishna.
In this case, Jai Bala Gopal, I would like you to be able to have full use of my kitchen. There's produce there, and you can cook to your heart's content and make wonderful offerings for your Bala Gopal. Please find yourself at home in my home.
The Brahmin cooked to his full satisfaction. He made puris, sabji, rice, sweet rice, halwa, and many other sweets. Then he sat down to offer all the foodstuff to Lord Krishna. Sri Sachinandana Chaitanya is the super soul within everyone's heart, and he decided to show himself to the Brahmin. When the Brahmin began his meditation, he invited the Lord to come and eat the bhoga.
Alas! Alas! What is this? This child has stolen the offering for Bala Gopal.
Smiling, the child took a handful of food from the Brahmin's offering and ate it while the Brahmin looked on. Although favored by good fortune, the Brahmin was very upset. When Jagannath Mishra came and saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Gaurasundar was happily smiling and eating rice, thinking him just a young mischievous child. He became very angry.
Nimai, what is this? You deserve to be in huge trouble. Nimai, this is not okay to offend a Brahmin like this.
My dear Jagannath Mishra, you are a respectable and knowledgeable gentleman. Understand, your child is but young and not so knowledgeable in these affairs. I think it would be unjust to punish a young child.
Feeling miserable, Sri Mishra sat down holding his head.
Don't worry, Sri Mishra. I will simply take some fruit for today. Bring whatever you have. I'm sure it will be sufficient.
In that case, I implore you to please go back in my kitchen and make the offering again. Use my kitchen as you will to make your wonderful offering, and this time I will personally take my child away and put him where he can't come and disturb me. Nimai, you come with me forgive me, O Brahmin.
The Brahmin cooked once again and sat down to make an offering to Lord Balagopal. While offering, the Brahmin thought of Lord Balagopal, but Lord Gaurachandra, the Super Soul, knew everything. Lord Chaitanya, smiling all the while, went to the spot where the Brahmin was offering his food and scooped a handful of rice. As he ate it, he ran away. He ran away. He ran away.
Come back here! He's stolen the offering again!
Nimai, you come with me.
Oh, Shri Mishra angrily grabbed a stick and chased after young Nimai, roaring in fury.
What is this, Nimai?
I have cooked twice! And both times the offering was spoiled by this child Nimai. It seems Krishna has ordained that today I should fast. It's already 2 a.m. It's too late. I can't cook again.
This time, however, Nimai's older brother, also known as Lord Chaitanya, Sri Vishwarupa, implored. Lord Nityananda. He implored him, saying, "There is nothing wrong with the time. Everyone will be pleased if you cook."
My dear Brahmin, I don't know how to apologize enough. But this time, if you would all consider me your servants, please go back to my kitchen one last time, make the offering. And this third time, it will go nicely, I promise you. I will myself stand as guard at the door. I will tie the door where Nimai is sleeping, and I will be sure he cannot come and bother you.
Should I make the offering again?
Yes!
Okay. Yes, I accept your proposal.
This pious Brahmin then prepared another offering plate filled with delicious preparations.
Krishna.
He once again began ringing the bell. Meanwhile, Nimai enchanted everyone, and they all fell asleep effortlessly. When the Brahmin saw young Nimai, he cried out, but no one heard him because they were all in deep sleep.
Vishwarup? Jagannath Mishra? Shachi? Someone? He's doing it again!
At that moment, the Brahmin saw a wonderful sight. The Supreme Lord stood before him in his 8-handed form, holding in 4 of his hands the 4 symbols, conch shell, disc, mace, and lotus. With 2 other hands he held butter and ate it, and with the last 2 hands he played the flutes. He saw the Lord's entire form decorated with gem-studded ornaments. The Brahmin saw the place transformed immediately into Vrindavan Dham. The wonderful Kadamba trees became clamorous with the chirping of birds. Cowherd boys and girls roamed about on their own, and everything was exactly as he had seen it in his meditation. Overcome with ecstasy at seeing such an extraordinary display of opulence, the pious Brahmin fell unconscious. Nimai placed his hand on the transcendental hand on the Brahmin's body.
You kept calling me to eat. So why did you
Get upset.
get upset?
I didn't know, my lord.
The Brahmin remained speechless and was overwhelmed with joy, tears flowing freely as Mother Ganga. The Brahmin caught hold of the Lord's lotus feet. In the house of Nanda Maharaj.
In the house of Nanda Maharaj.
I ate your offering
I ate your offering
in my previous
in my previous
incarnation
incarnation
as Krishna.
as Krishna.
I bamboozled you then.
I bamboozled you then.
As well.
Well,
You are my servant. That's great.
you are
The pious Brahmin was filled with great exhilaration after seeing the extraordinary pastimes of the Lord. He smeared the transcendental rice over his body and then ate it while crying incessantly in ecstasy.
Gopal, Gopal, Krishna, Krishna, Hare
He
Krishna, Hare
danced,
Krishna,
sang, laughed.
Krishna,
The
Krishna.
Brahmin's loud roaring awakened the residents of the house.
Haribo,
Haribo! Haribo!
Jagannath Mishra, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!
But he remembered the Lord's instructions not to reveal anything to anybody.
Your son.
Afraid to disappoint him, the Brahmin did not speak to anyone. And even though he knew the real Lord's identity, the others still thought that the Supreme Personality is simply a young boy.
I'm so relieved he did not disturb you for a third time. Your offering was presented.
Gopal, Gopal. Oh.
We would like to introduce our amazing actors to you this evening. So we're blessed to have my mother, Rasa, as
Jagannath Mishra.
and my little nephew. Who are you?
Me, mine.
His mother plays his mother. That's your mother. And we have Edward for his first time appearing here.
The boy number 2.
That was Jack White, number 1 narrator. And then thank you, Rodney, for bringing it all together. We have
The Brahmana.
Edward narrator. Thank you.
And we have Lord Bala Gopal playing himself.
Thank you, wonderful. That was such a beautiful, beautiful performance by a wonderful family. So 4 generations. I mean, really, that just proves that this Krishna consciousness is going to go on and on. They're celebrating Krishna consciousness all the way through to the great grandchild. So nice. My great grandchild is here today too. So it's just a lovely day whenever we can all get together and glorify Lord Chaitanya. So we have one more performance, and then Kirtan Priya is going to lead wonderful Kirtan. Madhuri is going to perform for us. Can you come and tell Krishna Leela? And we are she's 2nd generation, very talented. 3rd generation. I stand corrected. That's wonderful.
So this evening, I'm going to be offering a dance to the Lordships, depicting a story of Krishna. So, Vrindavani Kadana. The Kadana is a rhythmic piece that is most often performed at the end of a dance repertoire. It is full of dance steps that display the pure South Indian dance form. Vrindavani Kadana is telling the pastime of the love in Vrindavan for Krishna, or God. The gopis tremble in separation. Once hearing Krishna's flute, they search for him frantically, their ankle bells sounding as they move. The rivers and the milk from the cow separate at the sound of his flute. The birds and cows get goosebumps. Krishna is the life and breath of all inhabitants of Vrindavan. So, Vrindavani Kalana, hope you enjoy.
Now we have Jonathan Kirtan is going to be doing Kirtan, and we're going to do a wonderful abhishek of little morning time with the Pushpajali too. And then Archie is going to start at around. Actually, why don't you start? So start. Here it is.
How are you, Mama?
Good, how are you? I brought the laptop.
You brought it?
Yeah.
Man, there's a bunch of videos all day long.
Yeah?
Like 4 hours of class today. Everyone's watching it. So there's a bunch of, that's why I said because I'm gonna send it out to you, then I might be able to, because it's on Facebook, not YouTube yet. So I gotta put it on YouTube. It's like, Nitai, 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 Gaura.